Welcome back to Tech Stack for all you tech enthusiasts. This is part 8 of our Laravel series. In this video, we will discuss components. So what is a component? A component is a reusable and self-contained piece of UI that can be used across multiple pages. It helps us organize our code, reduce duplication, and build cleaner applications. Now we will create our first blade component using an Artisan command. PHP Artisan make component. The component name is employee card. It will create two files. First file is the component class and second file is the blade view. The first file is created inside the app view components directory and its name is employeecard.php. This is the component class file. It contains the logic for the component and is responsible for rendering the component view. Second file is created inside the resources/views/components directory, and it is a blade file. This file contains the HTML and UI of the component. Inside the component blade file, let's add an h1 tag and display employee name, John. Below the heading, let's add a paragraph tag and show the employee designation as developer. This will give our component a little more content so we can clearly see it when it is rendered. Now we will reuse this employee card component in both the employee list page and the department page. Now use xEmployee card with a closing tag. Laravel automatically maps the employee card component to the xEmployee card tag. Whenever we use this tag, Laravel renders the component view for us. Now run the command php artisan serve and test in the browser. This will allow us to verify that the employee card component is rendering correctly on the page. Now change the URL to department and test it. Perfect. As you can see, the employee card component is now rendering correctly, showing employee name, John, and designation, developer. Now let's include the same employee card component in the employee list page and check in the browser. This will confirm that our component is fully reusable across multiple pages like employee list and department. Now let's update the URL to employee list in the browser. Perfect. As you can see, the same employee card component is now working inside the employee list page as well. Now let's pass a dynamic value, Edward, to our component. We will receive this data in the employee card class and then show it in the blade view. Now let's open the employee card class and create a public variable called name. This public variable will hold the data we pass from the blade component tag, so we can use it inside the component view. Now let's pass this value into the constructor so we can assign it to the public variable. Now we will assign the incoming value to the class property using this. This line stores the passed value into the component so it can be used inside the blade file. Now let's open the component blade file and display the dynamic name variable using double curly braces. Blade uses double curly braces syntax to display dynamic data passed from the component class. Now let's test the employee list in the browser. Perfect. As you can see, it is now displaying Edward correctly in the employee list page. Now let's pass another dynamic value, designation as software engineer, in the employee list page. This will allow us to send multiple pieces of data to our component and make it fully dynamic. Now let's open the employee card class and declare another public variable called designation. This will allow us to receive the designation value from the component and use it inside the blade file. Now let's update the constructor and accept the designation value as well. Now let's assign the incoming designation value to the class property using this. This line stores the past designation value, so we can use it inside the blade component. Now let's open the component blade file and display the designation using double curly braces. Blade uses double curly braces to display dynamic data passed from the component class. Now let's test the employee list in the browser. Perfect. As you can see, it is now displaying Edward correctly in the employee list page. Now let's pass another dynamic value, designation as software engineer, in the employee list page. This will allow us to send multiple pieces of data to our component and make it fully dynamic. Now let's open the employee card class and declare another public variable called name. This will allow us to receive the designation value from the component tag, so we can use it inside the component view. Now let's refresh the browser and test our updated component with both name and designation. Perfect. As you can see, the component is now displaying both the name, Edward, and the designation Software Engineer correctly. Now in Department page and pass different values. Name as John and designation as Manager. This will show how the same component can display different data on different pages. Now let's test it. This will confirm that the same component is working with different data on the Department page. Perfect. You can see name John and designation Manager. And this is the end of our component lesson. We learned how to create a component, pass data to it, and reuse it across multiple pages. I hope everything is clear now. If you're passionate about learning new technologies, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tech Stack, and keep learning new skills. Thank you. And remember, consistency is the key to success.